What's up, my fellow agnostics, my fellow atheists? I'm your boy Nakasuchi. This is the Raging Atheist, and today we're gonna go at ThatChristianVlogger. Now, it just occurred to me that I've been picking on a lot of girls for spreading their Christian propaganda. And that's not really fair, so I scoured the internet looking for some dude that I can pick on. And this is gonna be the first of many, I assure you. And I did pick on Shaka God, but nobody really watched that shit because Shaka God is irrelevant. So I wanted to pick somebody that's a little more relevant, a little more up to the times, and is a little more rational to debate. And I found ThatChristianVlogger. Check this out.
Should Christians kiss before marriage, and how far is too far to go when dating?
I don't know, dude. How far is too far to go? How far do you want to go? See, the problem is that you're being told that you shouldn't go far enough, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying go out and fuck every chick that you come across, especially when you're a teenager. I don't promote that at all. I actually think that you should wait until you're a man. But for somebody to tell me what I can and cannot do because some creature in the sky might be watching? I don't think so. But let's hear what you have to say about what you think Christians should be doing when they're dating.
When I first gave my heart to God, I was really convinced that I wasn't really putting God first in all of the areas of my life, including, if not especially, in my dating life.
I mean, how are you gonna put God in your dating life? Like, I don't get that at all. Like, why would you even care what God is thinking? God doesn't care what you're thinking. I know the Bible tells you he does, but he doesn't give a shit about that. He doesn't care that you're dating Becky Sue and you guys are holding hands and you caught a glimpse of cleavage. He don't care.
People basically just seek dating relationships in order to hook up or in order to fill voids in their lives that were only ever meant to be filled by God.
So every time I've dated a girl, I'm just trying to fill a void, and all I had to do was put God there? Oh my God, I never realized. I thought I just wanted to get laid.
Rather than dating, Christians really ought to be courting instead. In courtship, the couple moves purposely towards marriage with their parents' blessing and involvement. And under this form of courtship, any type of physical intimacy is seen as a violation of God's ideal and will likely lead to lifelong regret.
And this is where this dude is just thrown off course. For one, how would he know? He's a Christian. He never did it. He's going based off of what other people are telling him. Now, let me tell you something about my life. I've been with a lot of women. A lot of women. I'm not really proud of that. But I cared for every single one of them, except for the drunken hookups. And that was just a drunken hookup. I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? And yes, I have a lot of regret. I have a lot of regret from this last relationship. I regret ever dating her. But you know what? It was a learning experience, and I learned from that experience. You know what you're not doing by limiting yourself? You're not learning.
In other words, according to Harris, sex and kissing and even prolonged hugging and like sometimes even holding hands are all types of activities that Christians should avoid.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This isn't ThatChristianVlogger's opinion. He is speaking about another Christian who wrote a book on this subject, but ThatChristianVlogger did try to do this for a few years and found out that it just doesn't work. And, you know, I at least give him props on admitting where an ideology fails, but he's still perpetuating this Christian ideology, this Christian idea of purity when it's non-existent. You can only be yourself. There is no purity. You are not pure if you are not being yourself.
The reality is that I had a choice to believe what I believe just as much as you have a choice on making a decision on this subject as well.
Yes, I completely 100% agree with that. You have a choice, and you have chosen to believe this ridiculous nonsense. But I almost guarantee you that you would judge me for making the choice not to believe that ridiculous nonsense. Wouldn't you? I almost guarantee that you would not be down to just hang out with an atheist and have a real conversation with him. I don't think that you'd be down for that at all. So what the fuck are you saying here outside of if you're a Christian, you can believe what you want to believe?
The Bible is pretty clear that, as far as I read it, that sexual intimacy is only ever intended by God for a married man and a woman and no one else.
No one else. Not those queers, not those lesbians, not those faggots, not anybody else besides a man and a woman who has been married in the eyes of God. But how do you even know God has eyes, bitch?
In fact, sometimes God intentionally leads us into a relationship that does involve pain and heartache. Actually, now that I think about it, literally every single relationship that you will ever have, whether it's romantic or not, will lead to some degree of pain, since after all, none of us are perfect and we're all still growing.
You definitely look like you're still growing. You look like you're like 16, dude. Live life.
I think that God does this to teach us about ourselves and to teach us about Him.
No. God ain't doing this shit. God ain't trying to teach you about Him, because guess what? The God as you know Him, Yahweh, doesn't exist. He was either A, story made up by men to control other men, or B, a fucking alien that left on his spaceship a long time ago.
Sometimes He leads us into relationships that are messy and complicated. And I believe God does this to teach us compassion and love for others, and even to help us understand the plan of salvation just a little bit more.
I mean, do you even hear yourself? I mean, why would a God on the scale of being able to create the universe give a shit about your stupid ass relationship that might not even fucking last?
So Emily and I decided that we were going to wait. We would wait as long as we could and try to spend the time getting to know each other on a non-physical level. And I think that this is really, really important, because if like the physical component is the start of your relationship, then it is so easy to get sidelined and caught up with all the excitements and all kinds of things, and then it like basically just snowballs out of control.
Again, how the fuck does he know that? He never experienced that. So he is going based off of what his pastors and preachers and his con artists are telling him. He doesn't know. Now, I'm not saying that what he's saying isn't right. Maybe it is right for some people. Maybe it's wrong for others. But what I'm saying is he's perpetuating a propaganda that he knows nothing about. And that's what these Christians do. That's what these religious people do from any ilk. They talk with authority about shit that they don't even understand. And that drives me insane. And that's why when I found this dude, I'm like, this guy is perfect. This is who I'm looking for. And I am going to crush this man's soul. As always, I'm your boy Nakasuchi. This is The Raging Atheist. If you like my videos, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Comment in the comment section below. And please share me on your social media. You are a part of the growing process. I'll see you soon.